Good morning and welcome to my channel PawfectPastimes. My name's Amanda, my friends call me Amo, and I live in Dorset in the southwest of England with my husband and my 3 dogs who are about, but they've not long had breakfast, so they're all having a snooze. And Willow is just there, possibly snoring. Sorry, Pauline. I have mostly this week been finishing off gift knits, so I haven't got a lot to show you, but I thought I'd come on just before next week starts with the build up to Vlogmas. Sorry, and show you what I've been up to other than the gift knits, because they've taken up most of my time, as I said. Brain's not working too well at the moment. I haven't been doing well on my chemo. I'm not where I should be after this time, and they've just changed my chemo which one I'm on, and I've woken up this morning like I've been hit by a train, so apologies if I'm not making much sense. I got a bit of a headache, I'm very tired, and I ache from top to toe, so we'll see how this new tablet goes. Anyway, it should be better for me in the long run, but obviously there's adjustments time, but it's making me well in the long run, I hope. Now, this week I have worked on the Hockey Locatelli knit along, One Love, and I'm not far off finishing. So if you are making this and you haven't seen part 4, you can look away now and I'll show you. It's very hard to stretch it out because I got it on quite a short cable. But there's the tab cast on with the dread hump, which hopefully will mostly block out, I think. There's the first lace section, the second lace section. I hope you can see that. Might be able to see it better against my sweater. And a third lace section, and I'm just finishing the 4th, and I'm about to do the last few rows with what yarn I've got left from the one ball. I'm about to weigh it, do a row and see how much a row takes, and see how many rows I can get in before I cast off. There are a couple of options for doing picot edging and things like that. Bit disappointing there wasn't something a bit more fancy for the edge, but it is what it is, which was a simple non-thinky make over 4 weeks, and it certainly has been that. But the little lace sections are quite pretty, so I'm hoping to crack on with this over the next couple of evenings and get it off and blocking. Don't know if you can see that any better if I put a bit of white behind it. There we go. And last time I saw you, I was there, and I've done all of that. And of course they're getting longer as I go down. So I'm pleased with that. I'll be pleased to get it finished, I think. I have still got this lovely one from the Camel Yarns, which is the alpaca silk cashmere. And I'm glad I didn't use it for this knit, but I think I've seen a couple more that I wouldn't mind doing. However, I want to focus on the Icelandscape Hyper Knit Along when it arrives. I've also done something I've never done before, and that's, well, I have done a couple before, but small items, and that's try and apply for a test knit. So depending if I'm successful in that test knit, thank you, Willie, depends what I get on with next. I think if I'm successful, I want to focus on that and the Hyper Knit Along, and obviously it's Christmas season, so I said I'd do a little bit of Vlogvent for you, and there's a few family things to get on with, so I'm not going to start lots of things. So that will be good to get off the needles. The Craigavon shawl, I haven't done much more since I saw you. Literally 2 repeats, that's it. But it is getting longer. It's now there, so I've got about 10-12 inches to do, and then I'll start decreasing again. It's going to be a nice little shawl, and I've still got loads of the yarn left because it's so light, and there was 600 meters on 100 grams grain, and this is in the brushed merino in woodland something, I think. Wildwood, and I got that from a homespun house in Germany. So I'll now move my progress keeper. This comes in the car with me, or a sock tube comes in the car with me, so very, very easy to remember the pattern, and it's just got enough pattern to keep me interested, but not so much that it's going to disappear in the fluff. So I haven't got on much with that. As I said, gift knitting's got in the way. And the only other knitting thing I've done this week is I did do the setup rows on the Compton. And this is in my Eldenwood Crafts Village large bag, medium bag I think it is, might be the large. It's quite wide based. I can't remember which size I bought now. But I have done the setup rows. I had to unpick it twice to get them right for the size that I'm doing, and I'm now happy I can get underway with that. You can just see the first twists going in there. So this is going to be a lovely knit. I'm not in a rush for this one, and I'm doing this in Drops Lima mix, which is 65 wool and 35 alpaca, and this is colour 0701. Beautiful deep teal. So that's all set up, and I should be able to get going on that now. I don't think the hearts will take too long once I get going. That's the hearts I'm trying to get past. I'm just at the very bottom of them down here now, and I'm hoping to get past that, and then it should be plain sailing up to the arm divide. It is a bottom up, but it's in the round. But I want to see if I get accepted for this knit along. If I not knit along, test knit. I've not done a garment test knit before. I've done mittens and accessory sort of type things. But we will see. We will see indeed. And that is all I've managed to do. Gift knitting I can't show you, I'm afraid. The other yarny thing I have done is my Wee County Yarns Kinross 12-day advent. I have wound them up, and if you're doing it and don't want to see the colours, if you look away now, I will show the colours on the screen. And they are, I think it's the earthy palette. I think there was 2 options, but they are so lovely. There's just one slight downside with a couple of them, that I've got to be careful I don't pick up the wrong ones, and the greys are a bit close, or with that one, and those 2 are close as well. But I have done myself a little swatch board and highlighted ones that I could get wrong if I don't pay attention. So you can look back now. That is the Wee County Yarns Kinross knit along, the muted colourway. That's what she called it, what they called it. So that's ready for the beginning of December. I'm going to try and do it early as and when I can. I want to keep up with it, along with some self-striping sock yarn I have. I can't remember who I bought it from, but if I remember, I'll put it down in the description blocks below. So those two things I can do a little bit a day. Hopefully I'll have the Hyber knit along underway soon, and we'll see about the test knit. Other than that, really, it's a brief short one today, just to catch up with you and tell you where I've got to. The other thing I've done is the grandkids advents. I have over the past few years done them a little tiny gift a day, but that gets a bit repetitive, and it's quite difficult to find 50 small little gifts, 25 or 20, 24 each, and it gets a bit I try and keep them small and gifts that won't hang around. I don't want to fill my daughter's house full of silly things. So this year I've done little weekly advents for them, with something nice to eat, something nice to drink, something fun to do type thing. So I hope they like those, but they're all sorted and now, sorry, I've got hiccups. They're all sorted and wrapped and ready to go to them. Oh dear. And they can have those and have a little weekly treat, which has been quite fun to sort, and a little less hassle than trying to do one thing a day. Edible stuff obviously disappears and things like that, so that's good for not having clutter around the house, isn't it, when they get lots of things anyway. I'm going to continue tidying up my desk because I can't really see the actual top of my desk. See what other things I find. One thing I did find was a little stack of vintage quilt pieces. I got them from Etsy a couple of years ago and they were buried on my desk. I'd use the word vintage quite loosely because some of them are quite clearly a polyester wadding inside. They're all machine stitched, but there is vintagey fabric, and most of them are on a wall. So we'll see what I get up to with those. I have got a few ideas, and now I've uncovered them, I'd like to get on with those. I think maybe I'll do something over Vlogmas, who knows, see how time goes anyway. I hope you're all well. Have you been watching the Game of Wools? Or Game of Yarn it should be, I think, because I don't think they've actually used wool yet. I've seen a lot of cotton and other yarn just recently. My one gripe this week, and everybody seems to have something each week, is the camera doesn't seem to focus on what we're trying to look at. It scoots around all over the place and it's all moving and it's looking through flowers and looking through people's hair. I'd like to see what they've actually made, and it's quite difficult. But anyway, it was lovely to see Janie Crow last week. She's such a lovely, bubbly person compared to the other two judges. Anyway, she'd make a good judge. And I wish Di would get rid of some of those silly knitting needles before she has somebody's eye out. Annoys me. Anyway, so I'm still sticking with it, and I hope they are paying attention to what social media says. Not that any of them watch my blog, but I'm not the only one who's having problems with it, and I think their viewing ratings have really plummeted. But at least they tried. They could do it a lot better though. So I'm looking forward to seeing that on Sunday. Other than that, it's a quickie this week. I'm very grateful to have you all along on my journey, on my podcasting journey, and on my chemo journey, to be honest. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. I read all your comments, I comment back. A few of you we have conversations with outside of the comments box, thank you. If you're new here, please consider liking and subscribing. I can't remember which way around it is. Click the bell and you'll get notifications. And I'm hoping to see you through Vlogvent once a week, a bit more. And then in the new year, I will see how I'm feeling about doing podcasts weekly. I don't think I'm exciting enough or busy enough or prolific enough to do weekly. Fortnightly might be better for me. We will see. What are your views? Do you like everybody to send you videos more often, weekly, short ones, long ones? I'd love to know what your opinions are of it all. And are there any new podcasters who you'd like me to go and have a look at? Why don't you let me know for a change? I've put quite a few new ones out there for you. I'd like to know if you're actually going to see them and signed up. So we will catch up very soon. And in the meantime, I hope you can stay safe and stay creative. And I will see you all again for Vlogvent very soon. Bye.